Hey, I want to talk about homosexuality, gender dysphoria, and societal norms and gender roles. Okay? I was born in 1975, so I've been around for, damn near 50 years, all right, in America, almost exclusively, right? So, used to be, you know, boys will be boys, girls will be girls. Hunter gatherer type of things, you know what I'm saying? It's like, um, my life, I was raised by a single mom, okay, who worked in a factory. I'll go ahead and tell you it was Raytheon, all right? Now, she wasn't on the factory floor, she was in quality control. That might be more information that's necessary, whatever. She worked there at Raytheon. And, there was no male father figure in my life. I had, a couple grandfathers, all right, but I didn't live with them, okay? So mom is trying to raise me and my older brother, basically as a single mother by herself, all right? But here's the thing. As a young child, I guess because she was like way too busy, working to make a paycheck to make sure that we had a roof over our head, electricity, a little modicum of entertainment and food. You know what I'm saying? Struggling. You the struggle is real. I, at an early age, we're talking like pre-K. You know what I'm saying? Up to about the age of 7 or 8 years, so second, third grade. Um, could have been if I'd have been born like let's say 1995, diagnosed as having gender dysphoria. All right, um, because kids they got to be conditioned. That's what the whole thing is about. It's like girls like pink, boys like blue. Girls like, playing with Barbie dolls and, kitchen, fucking easy bake ovens, you know what I'm saying? It's like domestic things is where they're geared towards, frilly dresses, light colored, prints, dress, that shit. And guys are like, suits and ties or blue jeans and t-shirts, if you're like, working class, right? I could have been diagnosed with gender dysphoria, at some point in my life if I'd have been born, 10, 15, 20 years later, right? Because I didn't know any better. I'm just a kid, right? I have no fucking clue. These things have to be taught, they have to be ingrained. Okay, societal norms, social norms, gender norms. So this whole idea of gender dysphoria, people thinking, feeling, I mean, and I have sympathy. It's like, holy crap. Feeling like they were born, their personality in the wrong body, is not their fault for feeling that way. All right? It was back in the 70s and early 80s. If a girl, a biological female was interested in mechanics, maybe had a strong father figure that taught her how to work on cars or, do electrical work and stuff like that, like to play rough and tumble, get out in the mud and get dirty and play with the boys and wrestle and, do sports and shit like that. They were called tomboys. Later in my life, my personal experience is like, some of these girls, grew up to, be athletic, play sports. It's like it was a common meme for like all softball players, female softball players, to be lesbian. All right. And this is not something I ever judged anybody for. You know what I'm saying? It's like I do not pass judgment at all for anybody for who it is that they feel like they want to be romantical with, as it were. But we're getting to the gender dysphoria aspect of it. I remember, here's a story real quick. Hopefully, I can do it real quick. But I remember the first time that I saw a Girl Scouts lodge. Okay, driving in the car, sitting in the back seat in the car seat, and I see this campground. All right, and I see the lodge, and I see just the whole thing. Right, it's like right downtown. It's not out in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, oh, what's that? I loved it. And my mom was like, that's the Girl Scouts, lodge. I'm like, ooh, I want to be a Girl Scout. Think about that for a minute. I was not identifying as female. I was not experiencing gender dysphoria. Okay. However, if I'd been born at a different time to a different mother who didn't have the common sense to be like, oh no, that's for girls. They got Boy Scouts. I might have experienced gender dysphoria. Okay, because I like the color pink. I really do. I'm colorblind. All right. It's one of them things. But, the color pink and, all the variations of it, I think, to me, looks attractive. I mean, I don't see shit in black and white. It's not all gray. I see colors, just not the same way, most normal color vision people see them. Be that as it may, that doesn't even matter. So, but I've had a handful of experience in my life, including my wife, when I was picking out a pair of Chuck Taylor Converse All-Stars. She's like, honey, you don't want those. I'm like, why? They're Chucks. I love Chucks. I want some Chucks. Right? She's like, yeah, but they're pink. And those aren't polka dots. Those are hearts. I'm like, well, cool. I still like it. She's like, nope, don't do it. I'm like, all right. So here, getting back to gender dysphoria. Gender is 100% a social construct, okay? Right or wrong, I'm not going to sit here and pass judgment on that decision, okay? But I'm identify as a fully functioning adult cisgendered male, okay? With the added bonus of, being white, with military experience and, a historically, religious background. So it's like, according to Janet Napolitano, I'm like the biggest fucking threat to American national security, all right? I take umbrage at that. Because I don't hate nobody, except for, haters. And the thing, that's a different conversation. Born at a different time. My mom could have put me on hormone blocking therapy, put me in dresses, and convinced me that I am a female. All I'm saying is I'm glad she didn't do that. Alright? So, gender dysphoria is a socially created construct. Because you motherfuckers are trying to enforce a gender norm. If you like pink, you're a girl. It doesn't matter if you got a dick 12 inches long, testicles fully functioning. You know what I'm saying? You like pink? You think dresses are comfortable? You're a woman. We need to alter the chemistry of your body, cut your dick off, give you some fake tits. You know what I'm saying? That, I think, is evil. End of rant.